everybody. I'm going to show you a really quick lasagna recipe tonight that I'm going to put on the smoker. I've already cooked my noodles and I drained them on some paper towels. It just helps to keep a lot of the moisture out of it so it's not so watery. So I'm just going to layer 3 on the bottom. And this is a greased foil pan again, since it's going on the smoker. I already cooked some Italian sausage, and Nate and I last year made our own spaghetti sauce and canned it, so that's what's in here. Any jar of spaghetti sauce is fine, but the sauce that we can every year is excellent on these pasta dishes. And we're going to show you how to can that this fall, so I'm really excited for that video. But I just layer everything over the noodles. And my recipe is pretty basic. It's the meat sauce, and then I just add a couple dollops of cottage cheese over the noodles. And I shredded 2 cups of Swiss cheese, and you can use any kind of cheese you want. I mean, mozzarella or whatever you want. I just like the Swiss cheese in this. It goes really well with our spaghetti sauce flavors. So I'm just gonna load the bottom of that up with the Swiss cheese. And then you just do it all over again. So 3 more noodles on the top of that layer. And it's okay that the noodles are hanging over a little bit, because when they get cooked, they get really nice and crispy, and it's really good that way too. So I'm just going to keep adding to the noodles. And I have used different cheeses in this. I've used the mozzarella. Sometimes I'll add Parmesan cheese to it. Just whatever you like. And if you want to add vegetables to this too, that would be really good. Or just vegetables for a vegetable lasagna would be really good. So I'm going to get the second layer loaded up with some cheese. And it doesn't matter what order you go in, as long as everything gets pretty well covered. I'm going to put some more cottage cheese on the top. And I use pretty much the whole container of a 24-ounce cottage cheese container, so. And then I'll top it with the last 3 noodles. And I saved a little bit of sauce in the jar, just about 1/4 of a jar. And I'll just pour that over the top. Kind of spread it around. And then for the top layer, I usually use 1 cup of an extra sharp cheddar cheese. So you just want to get that all over the top. Make sure it's covered. And like I said, this is a really basic recipe, but our spaghetti sauce makes it really good. So that's it. I'm going to take this out to the smoker, and I have the smoker preheated at 375 degrees, and I'll probably check this in about a ½ hour, and I'll know it's ready when the sides are bubbling and the cheese is melted and kind of brown. Okay, so I'm out of the smoker and the temperature is set at 375 degrees. So I'm just gonna put this on here. Like I said, I'll check it in about 30 minutes and we should be good. Okay, so I pulled the lasagna off the smoker and brought it in. The edges were bubbling and the cheese is melted and it looks nice and crispy around the edges. This is cooked for 30 minutes at 375 degrees on the smoker. You can also do this in the oven and it would be the same temperature. I usually do mine at 375 also in the oven. So I hope you enjoy this one.